You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
If any of you tired of getting ripped off by guys like that,
Any URL?
Yeah, hopefully, man.
So
it's like
not
we
really
talk.
a lot of talk yet about.
We talk like it's like dating a chick, man. We talk for like a month straight, and then I don't hear from. You know what I
I
mean?
hear
Like,
that from a lot of different people.
yeah, man. So we've been in discussions, and we getting close. I feel like there's gonna be an event in LA soon. I think in January, and I think if they have an event in LA in January, I think you can for sure expect me to be on that.
Now you haven't actually battled out in New York.
Right.
How do you feel? What is your feelings about the New York crowd opposed to what you're used to?
Yeah.
The out west crowd.
I think I've already won over the West Coast crowd from my performances. Because, I think anywhere you go, it don't matter if that's your hometown, you still got to be dope. So I think my first couple battles, I won LA over by my performances. And I would just hope to do the same. Of course, it's going to be way harder. There's so much shit I have to overcome, the fact that I'm from the West Coast, the Lux stigma thingy, that whole get down. So it's a bunch of stuff I have to overcome, but I'm up for the challenge, and we'll see. I mean, definitely not running from it. Definitely trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it'll happen soon, even if it's. I mean, hopefully it's URL, but it's a lot of leagues that have hit me up from the East Coast. So I would say next year for sure I should be out there on some league. I would hope.
Now, the Lux comparison, have you ever said, or would you ever battle Lux if somebody wanted to set that up?
Nah, I don't think I could do it. Just based on me being real when I talk about the influence that he's had and the inspiration that he gave me. So I think that's kind of like going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? It's like why, when there's so many other people to talk to and have conversations with, why go that route? I would be honored to even stand in front of the man because I think he's exceptional on that end of the thing. But I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I should battle Lux because people saying I'm little Lux and da-da-da-da. I wouldn't do it for those reasons, you know what I mean? So I highly unlikely. Highly unlikely.
Now, what I know is Daylight, Danny Myers.
Yeah.
What are the other three battles?
There's the Strick battle. Strick is a phenomenal upcoming rapper out of Texas. That's the white boy that I battled. That's pretty much like my claim to fame, you could say, because that battle, that third round went viral and all that.
Right.
On Facebook, it had like 8-9 million views and all that.
Right, now I remember.
Yeah.
What about King of the Dot? That there's a lot of the disasters,
Yeah.
the Sauruses, and has any of those been offered to you?
I had a little conversation with King of the Dot about Cortez. So these are all possibilities, man.
Well, no, see, let me get back. I'm not Cortez East Coast.
Okay.
I'm talking because you're out in the West Coast.
Okay.
The guys on the King of the Dot that
Oh.
are, the West Coast and Canada also.
Right.
Pat Stays and, has any of those been
No.
offered to you?
I think what happened was King of the Dot was looking at my interactions with people. So me and Cortez had like a back and forth on Twitter.
Okay.
So they seen that and said, "Oh wow, matchup. Let's book that." So that was that kind of deal. Outside of that, no, they haven't hit me up like, "Yo, you should battle such and such." They did hit me up one time about one rapper, and I guess I don't remember. I think I probably just wasn't feeling it at the time. The person that they wanted me to battle, but it definitely wasn't no big name. It wasn't no Pat Stay or nothing crazy like that. So, but yeah, man, I got love for King of the Dot. I respect their brand. I watch their battles, you know what I'm saying? So it's all possible. I'm all open to it.
Yeah, because I say that because you're on the West Coast, and even though
Makes
King of the
sense.
Dot is Canada, I know they do a lot out here on the
Makes
West Coast.
sense,
So I'm
yeah.
like, why hasn't B-Dot been on King of the Dot yet?
Yeah, it makes sense. I think, and that's the thing, man. I'm learning with these leagues, I hope that I'm wrong, but I think they start to feel a certain way if you turn down something or if you be like, I'm all right. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong, you feel me? But they offered me somebody, and I was like, nah, I'm cool. And then the Cortez battle, at that time, I was kind of like uncertain if I wanted to continue with battle rap. I wanted to kind of continue with the music. So that was my reply to that offer. So I think maybe, I don't know. I haven't spoke to them on their side. King of the Dot holla at me, you know what I'm saying? But that's the last conversation I had with them, and I think maybe they're like, oh, okay, we kind of, whatever, we're moving on from B Dot. I'm not sure. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see, you know, because you know how that dynamic works between URL and King of the Dot. So if I have I got to see how the business side of it works out. If I have a URL battle, I'm assuming that, you know, then that King of the Dot move can't happen. You know how that shit go. So we'll see though, man, because I don't want to be that kind of battler. You know what I'm saying? To just battle in one league, but we'll see.
Now, is there anybody you would like to battle? You know, the Stories or Immaculate.
King of the Dot?
Yeah, or Disaster. You know, like.
I mean, they would.
Looks like a good look for you. That you
They all legends. All those guys you just mentioned are legends. So I'll be honored. You feel me? I can't sit up here and say one guy in particular. Like, oh yeah, I think this would be a crazy battle. I could just say Ilmac, the Swords, Disaster. It would be an honor. You feel me? It'll be an honor.
Now I'm gonna ask this last question. You talked about, you know, just URL, King of the Dot. You know, politics in battle rap.
Right.
It's a big deal in battle rap. And I want to start talking to people and get people's opinion on what can happen. What do you think should happen? Like, how battle rap is a culture, and to me, it's like a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is, you know, battle rap has its own world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I figure because, you know, if you're in battle rap, then everybody should be, you know, trying to get together to make battle rap go through the roof. A possibility, you know, we stronger together.
Facts.
If you had your say so, politically wise, with battle rap, what would you do to change battle rap?
You got to get rid of the tears, and you got to get rid of the stigmas and these false narratives. It's hard for me to say this because I respect business marketing. I respect URL saying if it doesn't happen here, it doesn't count. That's a business, that's a marketing strategy. You know what I'm saying? It's not reality, it's not the truth, it's just a marketing strategy. You gotta respect that. But I think in order for battle rap to grow in terms of us having the greatest matchups, I think we gotta knock all that down. You know, you gotta knock the whole tier shit down. You gotta knock the whole if it doesn't happen here, it doesn't count shit down. You know, people just gotta hey man, this person dope, y'all battle. Like, especially if it's like some type of personal contention or, you know, a dope build up to where the fans is anticipating like, yo, they really don't like each other, or yo, this would be crazy. I think if we start moving in that direction, you know, we'll have better battles, which would then create a bigger demographic, bigger fan base. You know, that's what I say. But who am I?
I agree with that because, again, man, I mean, if you put everybody together, you know, there's so many dope battles that are probably not going to happen ever because of politics and battle rap, because of, you know, this one don't like this one, as far as leads and people.
Right.
I don't get that because there's so many people on the King of the Dot I would love to see battle URL guys. I'd love to see a King of the Dot versus URL.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That'd be hard.
That shit would be incredible.
That would be hard.
You know, but I guess again, man, it would be egos and politics got to be put to the side to make something happen. Me, I'm always asking people because, like I say, man, I love battle rap, man, and I think you guys are more talented than just the battle rap. A lot of you guys are actually, your character is good, and I think y'all can be somebody outside of battle rap, but you can use battle rap to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, again, battle rap needs to come together to open up those other gates for you guys.
I agree, 100%. And you know, unfortunately, it's capitalism at its finest. It's cornering the market at its finest. So unfortunately, I don't see it happening. Because once you already cornered the market, man, you got to feel like you got to just have some type of heart to be like, all right, I'm gonna let you have some of this. You know what I'm saying? But less than likely, man. So the only thing we can do as battle rappers is just make that more difficult on them by holding out or saying, nah, y'all need to make this happen, or I'm not doing, you know, shit like that. And I think that maybe we can get there with that kind of sentiment from the actual battle rappers.
And I know I said last question.
No, you good.
If you were a league owner, an independent league owner, you just wanted to start your own league.
Yeah.
What matchup would you have on your first battle if you had the money to get these two people together? Who would be your main event on your first?
That's easy, man. Hollow versus Disaster. It's just one that has to happen. Them dudes is legends, man. They got
I see a lot of talk about it, though.
Yeah, I guess it might be happening soon, but that's just one that's just like, how has that not happened yet? You know what I'm saying? So definitely Hollow versus Disaster. Yeah.
And for you, one person you just won a battle, you think it'd be a great battle between y'all two?
T-Top. T-Top.
Fuck with Top, that's my dude.
He's fire.
He's fire. He's rising. He's a quick riser like you.
Yeah.
So
I think
come up.
Yeah, and he's been saying similar things about me. You know what I'm saying? So I think the different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? The super street. Super.
He always crashes my interviews.
That's you right here, son.
Come on.
Huh?
Hey, you're my son.
Huh? That's you, son?
You're
Let me
my
tell you
son.
something, man. E-Hard is in the building. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Cortland in the building, man. We ain't elevating shit, nigga. We downgrading out here. All right? Watch yourself, nigga. Round 2, watch yourself, nigga. Get real out here. You feel me?
Tell me you got 40.
That's my guy, man. He's a fool.
URL, T-Top versus B-Dot.
Yeah. I
It
think.
even sounds good.
Yeah,
It
right,
sounds like
right,
a movie
right.
or something.
Yeah, it'll be dope. It'll be dope. I fuck with Top, man. It'll be dope. You know, it's always like that. Like you said earlier, pigeonhole, like in terms of put the conscious brother against one of the street niggas, and I'm like, that'll be fine. I feel like if we categorizing him as a street nigga because he always talk the drug talk or whatever, I think he's the best doing it on that level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the best doing what I do. He the best doing what he do. I think that'll be a dope style clash. So Top, holla at me, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it first.
Make something happen.
Sign me out, my brother.
You already know what it is. Young B. Now Valley Culture. And you are now watching 15 Minutes of Fame. Holla at me.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
15 minutes of fame radio.
Now stepping into 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.